Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Chelsea Rebuild on Football Manager 2023. The road to becoming champions of Europe is a long and challenging one, but we're on our way there step by step. Today we're facing a crucial last 16 first leg against Villarreal and then the chance for a bit of silverware in the Carabao Cup as we face local rivals Fulham in the final. Can we continue our road to glory? Stay tuned and find out. Yes, welcome back boys and girls. As you can see from the schedule here, since you was last with us when we destroyed Bayern Munich and West Brom, we have been on a pretty good run of form. Feyenoord, we dropped points which was disappointing, but we'd already qualified. Man United handed us our only defeat of the league season so far. Two uncharacteristic errors from Reece James and a last minute Bruno Fernandes header sent us down. Villa knocked us out of the FA Cup at the third round. It was a heavily rotated side. Villa have been on pretty good form, but since then it has been pretty amazing. We handed Liverpool a 3-0 defeat away from home, and then we got our revenge on Man United with a 4-0 battering of them. Mason Mount, Gavi and a Kai Havertz brace sent them packing, as you can see from this screen. In terms of the Premier League, we've got a 19-point cushion on Man United, although they've got 2 games in hand. So I think we can say the Premier League is pretty wrapped up. We've got the best goal-scoring record in 74. We've only conceded 16. We're flying. Kai Havertz, no surprise there, top goal scorer. In terms of how that factors into the league performance, Mason Mount's actually our top league goal scorer, and he's third in the table. Erling Haaland is just doing what he does, running away with it to an extent. But yeah, City are in fourth, we're in first, so who would you rather be? And I wouldn't want to be Villarreal because they're who we're facing next. We're at home because we finished second in our group. One thing against us is we've got a few players in need of a rest, so it's quite a rotated side for an important game. But needs must. We're going to go with Mendy in goal. Cucurella's going to get a rare start alongside Thiago Silva and Alvarez. Gusto comes in at right back for the suspended Reece James. Vermeeren gets a run out in the ball-winning midfielder role. In front of him is Zielinski and Enzo Fernandez, and a front three of Mudryk, Havertz and Madueke. So not the team you're used to seeing here, but this is why we have a squad, right? This is why we spend hundreds of £1 million on players to bulk out the squad. I mean, Jeremy Pino's obviously going to be the main threat. Pau Torres is going to be a danger from set pieces. But yeah, a positive result in this first leg is a must. And almost on cue, Jeremy Pino with a free kick in. Thought it was going to go towards Pau Torres, but it didn't. But we survived that one. And we live to fight another day, and can that day be now? Mudryk, you saw how good he was in the last episode. Can he repeat that? Oh, he's at the post. I thought it was right on cue there. I thought he was going to bend one in that bottom corner. But it proves us wrong for now. Havertz with the corner. In towards Madueke at the near post of all people, and he gets header, gets it on target, but it's comfortably saved by Jorgensen in the Villarreal goal. Edson Alvarez, not played many games for us at centre-back, but yeah, in terms of the rotation, he was fitter than Fofana, so he comes in. Sloppy in possession so far. Villarreal look very compact and organised. Edson Alvarez though was there to cut out Enzo Fernandez. If you can find Mudryk, he's got a load of space. There he is. Tucks it in. Did he stay on side? Linesman's not committing. The referee's checking, and it's disallowed. It did look like he went maybe slightly too early. He didn't need to. Look at this. He had all the space in the world to run into. Oh, that's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. I can imagine the chants in the ground aimed towards VAR. We all know what they are in real life. I'm sure they'd be being sang at full force in this occasion. And now Jackson is in. Nicholas Jackson has given Villarreal a shock lead at Stamford Bridge. He managed to hold his run nicely, and this is the issue with playing that heavily rotated side. Thiago Silva on that side, he's not the quickest, and Jackson just peels off towards him here, or actually gets in the middle of the two centre-backs, probably taking advantage of a bit of a lack of relationship there. to scoring at the near post. Kai Havertz-esque on his right foot this time. Yeah, he's perfectly timed his run, takes it on his chest, and Edward Mendy, I called him Benjamin Mendy in the last episode a couple of times, Edward Mendy had no chance. But Enzo Fernandez is looking to get us back in it with a corner. He can only find the first man, but he gets another chance here to show what he can do. He loses the ball. Not good from us so far, but they lump it forward. Gusto's got plenty of time to bring it down. Looks like we're playing ourselves into a bit of trouble, but we've managed to get a bit of space down the right. Mudryk has swapped over momentarily, loses his pace, wins us a penalty. I mean, they're protesting. Surely it's a definite pen. Referee's checking with VAR. It has been awarded, and it's Thiago Silva's going to step up. I always feel nervous when he gets up. I probably should take him off the duty. He makes no mistake. Leave him on there, Paul. Don't overcomplicate things. He may be a bit of a granddad, but he's our granddad. And he scored an equaliser in this vital game. Look at that. Oh, straight down the middle. Keeper's dive, too far if anything. And we're back on level terms where we should be. Look at the momentum. I mean, other than that first free kick highlight, they haven't really had anything until now. Right on cue. I'll just stop talking about the momentum and let's start talking about how we can get ahead in this game. Oh, not by looking at you, mate. Vermeer, and he's doing alright actually in place of Tchouaméni there. But I have to say it's been largely disappointing from the side here. I'm gonna point finger and I'm gonna tell them I'm not happy. It's a home game, so I know we've rotated the side, but we definitely need to be winning this game. We cannot afford to be taking a deficit back to Spain. Going to demand more. We've got some of the big guns on the bench. I mean, Mason Mount's also suspended, but we've got Kvaratskhelia, we've got Gavi, we've got Tchouaméni. So plenty of options, almost Tchouaméni options. I keep telling you, the jokes are free. Enzo Fernandez now, Zielinski. Fernandez from, the keeper's not done well there, but somehow he squeezed it round the post and we've got a corner. Enzo Fernandez looking to prove a point here, I think. Although so far the point he's proven to me is that he cannot really take a corner. Jorgensen, for them, lumps it forward over everybody's head. And our defenders had all the time in the world to mop up there. Some might say too much time, and the highlight fades out. Not really sure why they chose to show it, but they did. 20 minutes to go here. Now what do we do? Because Kai Havertz is looking a bit tired. We need a goal, but we've got a final coming up. So I'm going to rest him. Zielinski can come on there. Gavi's going to have a bit of a run around. Yeah, I don't really... Kvaratskhelia. Yeah. Sorry, Mudryk, but he couldn't stay on side. So we're in need of a goal. Yeah, I don't think taking Havertz probably was the best thing to do in search of a goal, to be honest. Because we don't really care that much about the Carabao Cup final. But what's happened here? Gusto's got himself injured, so Fofana's going to have to come on at right back. Edson Alvarez looking knackered. Zielinski now looking knackered. I mean, we've got Conor Gallagher on the bench. Does Gavi go in a Trequartista role? Can he do it? He can actually do it better than Zielinski can, so why not give him a shot? This might be the stroke of genius we've been looking for in this game. 5 minutes to go. Cucurella, I don't know why he's taking a throw in from the right back position, and I would have been quite annoyed if that had ended up with us conceding a goal from that. That needs to be looked at. Yeremy Pino with a corner. This is what we've got to be careful of. Where is Pau Torres? Somebody get... Whoever's tallest on the pitch, get around him. Edward Mendy, he'd be tallest because he can actually... Well, he's probably tallest without being able to lift his hands up. But he does. And now we've got a corner. Last minute, Enzo Fernandez. Can he get it over that first man for a change? Or get it onto a Chelsea head? He's taking his time about it. He swings it in. And no is the answer to that. But he gets another bite of the cherry. This time he finds Conor Gallagher, who absolutely clarts it with his left foot right in the top corner. That was... I mean, I'm going to take a bit of credit for that because I did bring him on when I moved Gavi, and it was a result of me moving Gavi. So I don't care if you let me have it or not. I'm taking credit. Enzo Fernandez, look at that. I mean, it's a shame that the replay is with binoculars from a mile away. But oh dear, we have a kick-off highlight. This could be bad for us. Hopefully it's good, but doesn't normally. Kick-off highlights normally end in us conceding a goal, and yeah, it would just destroy our hard work. Pau Torres, they've lumped it forward. Cucurella managed to outmuscle his man. Thiago Silva, back to Cucurella, finds Kvaratskhelia, who turns his man, cuts inside. Conor Gallagher, back to Kvaratskhelia, and Kvaratskhelia has sealed the deal. Another one of my changes, just saying. 3-1 to Chelsea. That gives us a good lead to take to Spain. Not sure whereabouts in Spain Villarreal is, but we're going to go there with a 3-1 lead. Kvaratskhelia. I mean, it's not right in the corner. The keeper will probably be disappointed, but we're over the moon. 3-1 to Chelsea. And yeah, we've turned our dominance into a victory, which I'm delighted with. I'd go as far as to say we've got 1 foot in the quarter-final now. Now let's move on to that Carabao Cup final against our local rivals, Fulham. Welcome back, boys and girls. We're at the Cup final day. There's nothing really happened in terms of what we can report on. Gusto was out for 3 to 4 weeks on the back of that injury he picked up in the game. And other than Chouameni, who's suspended, we're at full strength for this Carabao Cup final. So it's going to be Mendy in goal, Chilwell left back, Kim and Fofana starting to establish a bit of a relationship at centre back, which is good to see. Reece James is going to come back in after his suspension in the Champions League. Enzo Fernandez is going to drop down into that ball-winning midfielder role to allow Mason Mount to come back into the side. Gavi's going to play in his advanced playmaker role, which he loves. We're finding a space for Mudryk on the right. Havertz is going to play in the Trequartista as ever, and Kvaratskhelia, we're going to reward him for his goal by starting him on the left-hand side. Now, big game for us really. Ordinarily, I wouldn't show you this game because I haven't been taking the cup that seriously, but it's against local rivals Fulham, so adds a little bit more importance for us. And who doesn't want to see a trophy lift? I know I do, and hopefully it's the first of 3, because we can't win the FA Cup, so it would be a nice little treble. The league, you'd have to say, pretty much in the bag. Should be comfortable enough in this game. We've got a good record against Fulham. Well, yeah. Mudryk is making up for his not poor performance in the last game, but his lack of goal in the last game. Gets us off to a flyer. 11 minutes in, Fofana dominates Mitrovic. Mason Mount, again, showing us what we were missing in that last game by having him suspended. The tactic we're using, I mean, it does pick up quite a few yellow cards. And, yeah, Chouameni being suspended in this game does leave us with potential problems. So maybe that's something we look at. But, yeah, starting to have one. Oh, Mitrovic could be in. Pereira. Good goal. I mean, it's a poor tackle from... Actually, a good tackle from Fofana, I think. But, yeah, it's poor from us to allow them in. Chilwell probably should have done better there against Rodriguez. Loftus-Cheek, Fofana gets drawn in. Good tackle, but it falls to Andreas Pereira, who tucks it in and equalises for Fulham. But yeah, if we get much further in the Champions League, I think we'll have to start thinking about what comes next. Now, I'm torn. I actually quite like this Chelsea side that we're building here. I do want to transform it slightly and see where we can go with it. But if we win the Champions League, it'll probably be something I do more just in private, to be honest. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys want to see more of this Chelsea rebuild, please leave us a comment down below. Let us know. Quite happy to carry it on for you. I might look to rebuild another team. I might even still keep this save going, but leave Chelsea and rebuild another team. I know Arsenal are quite far down in the league. Mikel Arteta got sacked. Not quite. I think they've got Vieira in at the moment. So we'll see how the season finishes up for them. Man City were down in 4th. I don't know if I'd do a Man City rebuild, but we might just look at some of the leagues abroad, find out who's about, what jobs are about for us. We'll make a decision at the end of the season. There's still a long way to go. We've still got to win the Champions League. There's a lot of good teams still left in it. And and we've got to get past Villarreal first. I know we've got a 2-goal cushion to take to Spain, but it's by no means in the bag. They showed in the last game that they can be a threat. Oh, and Kai Havertz, he's hit the post on his right foot. I think on his left foot he scores that all day long. It's not been good for us, has it, really? It's not been good. Maybe a little bit of a Champions League hangover. But a lot of the players didn't play the Champions League game, so I'm not quite sure how that's come about. Now, the forward line is not looking brilliant. Enzo Fernandez on a yellow card, not having the best of times. So maybe Edson Alvarez comes on net, although he is a bit of a nutter. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes away with a booking. Is there anything we can... Zielinski can come on for... I mean, Gavi's not doing great. Kvaratskhelia come out to the right just momentarily. Maybe we just do that for now. Gavi can play there. He's been doing pretty well for us on the right hand side. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Forgot, because I've got the players swapping positions every now and then. I think that played a bit of havoc with the change we were due to make there. But I mean, this isn't going well, boys and girls. It's 1-1. We're going into the last couple of minutes here, and we're in need of something a bit special. We're not getting it as things stand. I don't know. I mean, Madueke is one that can come on, who can be quite attacking. Conor Gallagher can come on, but Mason Mount's probably one of the better performers. Kai Havertz, we need to keep on because he's... Gavi, do we take Gavi off? I'm going to have to. We'll leave Conor Gallagher up our sleeve for extra time if required. Or does it go straight to penalties because it's the Carabao Cup? I'm not sure. We'll worry about that in a minute. Maybe we won't. Maybe Mudryk is going to cause a bit of havoc. He actually caused us a bit of havoc by losing the ball. Mitrovic now, they've got a man over. It's Motta. Andreas Pereira. Oh my God. We may actually lose this final, boys and girls. I think it's safe to say that we probably will lose this final. It's a late goal. Andreas Pereira, the players are celebrating. It's been awarded. We've got a minute to find something here. And I'm not sure we've got it in us based on what I've seen from this performance. We haven't. There you have it. There you have it. I was talking about a treble. But we've lost the Carabao Cup for local rivals, Fulham. Oh my God. I think my job should be on the... Well, in real life, my job would be on the line. I know that much. Whatever it was. Not when you're winning the league, Potsy. Calm down, mate. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm quite shocked about that. That was a... I mean, look, fireworks are going off. Let's get away from this. Wow. Wow. So what do we do now then? What do we do now then? We've got the second leg of the last 16 against Villarreal. What I'll do, I'll film it, and it might be part of the next episode. It might not. We'll see who we get in the quarter-final, and we'll make a decision on where we come back for the next episode. Well, thanks, boys and girls, for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. Sorry we couldn't bring you some silverware today, but hopefully in a couple of episodes' time, we'll be lifting that Champions League. We might even be lifting the Premier League in the next episode, depending on how the fixtures run and how the other teams get on. But if you could be a legend for me, if you could like and subscribe to the video, the series has been getting some amazing support recently. Really appreciate it. It makes a difference. Every little thing you can do to the video helps it get in front of more eyes, helps me get a bit more popular, and helps me bring you better content. So it's a win all round, really. I'll stop waffling now. But yeah, again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next week for more PottsyFM Chelsea Rebuild.